Hey guys, welcome back to another livery build. Today we're working on the Air Northern Ireland Limited Racing Kawasaki of Irish road racer Dean McMaster. So I had this in my inbox from not just Dean, but I assume a couple of his friends as well. They all kind of came through at the same time. And yeah, an honour to put this on the game for him. I have big shoes to fill because if you watched the best livery ever video, you would have seen a Dean McMaster livery on show from I think 2023, 2024, and that was done by arguably the best livery creator out there, Orange Skunk. So to try and take this on, I had that in the back of my mind. So let's see how we get on with this one. I'm starting with the front, just getting the shapes where I want it. It's a little bit more complex on the front. Is this more modern Kawasaki. I feel like I've done a lot of Kawasaki's recently, which is nice because they're underused, especially in esports and in real life. So it's nice to get a couple more Kawasaki's done under my belt. But yeah, it's been a while since I've done the more modern version. Can't remember the last time I did one of these. Probably the CDH racing one from last year. I didn't make the BSB ones for this year. So I'll start with the front. It's got a very big swooping front, so when you are using that free camera, it just makes sense to kind of point it directly to try and minimize that swooping contour. If you do put the stickers on it in the kind of normal looking at forward view, then you tend to find that the stickers get elongated somewhat, but to get around that, the old free camera does the trick. So generally speaking, this one was quite a nice easy one to do. I found that once I had the main sponsor, the Air Northern Ireland Limited sticker done, which I spent quite a bit of time on because it's throughout this livery. It's not just on the front and side, but it's also in like the team crest as well, which is seen in the mudguard, on the tank and on the back. So it does appear quite a lot. So yeah, overlooked how many layers that would be, but to be honest, the end result was not too bad. Pop in the number. He's got the number on the side as well with a black background. I like the number. It's unique, bold to go with three digits. So Dean McMaster, he's a road racer from Ballymena in Northern Ireland. I hope I pronounced Ballymena correct. It's quite new to the international road racing scene, from what I've gathered from my research. Primarily races in super twin and lightweight classes, and I think he still does that with the JMC Roofing Kawasaki, which was the one that Orange Skunk did. However, in the superbike classes with the Air NI Kawasaki. He has got plenty of racing experience, though not international road racing. But he has taken part in some recently from the Cookstown 100, Aberdare Park, Steve Henshaw Gold Cup, as well as other appearances at Oliver's Mount, which I grew up watching. So that's cool. At the Aberdare Park, he placed pretty well. I think he came 6th in the final race, which considering his experience is fantastic. And made his Super Twins debut at the Cookstown 100 quite recently as well. He's a former engineer and was influenced to take up riding by a local rider, Luke Johnston. He began mini-moto, small circuit racing before moving up into road racing events. So I'm just doing the side right now. The side is really, really nice and simple in its shapes, but the overall effect looks great at the end, and it's a very clean livery. It's not too busy. I like that the stripes are consistent, angled. The choice of colours, honestly, if I didn't tell you he was Irish, you'd probably assume that he's Scottish. You have the Scottish flag on the Rob Scott sponsor on the top of the windshield, and then the colour scheme as well. And his name is McMaster. So I went into this fully expecting to be talking about a Scottish road racer, but no, he's Irish. And I would probably get in trouble for saying that. I've got to pull my finger out this week a little bit and try and get some more liveries done. This upcoming weekend I'm going to be flying out to China, and I'll be in China a while, over a week at least, so I do need to try and get some liveries banked, so I've got some more videos to come out while I'm away. But it's why I make liveries, I guess. If I had to reflect on why I started doing this and continue doing it, it's because life outside of doing this is incredibly busy, as I'm sure it is for people watching. It's my escape from the crazy life outside, and my life is pretty crazy. It's not the usual life, I would say. I've lived in multiple countries. More recently, I've lived in Indonesia. I've lived in 3 years. I lived in South Korea. I've been in Thailand now over 3 years. I don't have your average 9 to 5 days a week job. It's a little bit wild, but I'm incredibly lucky and incredibly fortunate to have the life that I lead. But sometimes I just need a break, and that's where liveries kind of came in. When Ride 3 was announced back in the day, instantly what grabbed me, because I played Ride 1 and Ride 2 and I loved it, but instantly what grabbed me was the ability to make liveries. And from day one, quite literally day one, when I picked that game up, I'd started making liveries and honestly never really stopped. And it's the process. That's what keeps me doing it. It's the process. I don't particularly care if a livery I do comes out like average. I don't particularly care if one comes out amazing. What I care about is the process. I love it. It's like reading a book. During, I'm having great fun, but as soon as I've finished that book or that livery, I think, okay, on to the next one. What shall I do next? And it's my escape from the wild west that I live in, I guess. And it's given me a lot of comfort. I've got other things in my life, like cycling. I do a hell of a lot of cycling, from outdoor cycling at varying different levels, to more recently doing like e-cycling on Zwift. I think it's so important to find something that takes you away from the craziness of life. And I mean, there's a lot of things out there. Football for a lot of British people, sports is a really big one. But just to have something to disconnect, because when you're doing this, when I'm making a livery, when I'm sat in the sticker editor, I'm not thinking about work or how much money I need to make, or what the project deadline is coming up, and all the crap that goes on in life when you get to an adult. So this is the escape. And yes, for people that don't know, it's like, oh, you're just playing a game, and it's not the game itself, it's the effect, it's the disconnect that it gives you. And I totally get why people play video games into their adult life. It's there is something to be said about the mental well-being that it offers. So it's if you're busy with life, you have family, don't neglect your hobbies. Don't neglect doing something that takes you away from that, even just for a moment. It has done me wonders in mental health. And if you like Ride, if you're watching this, maybe you like Ride, then even if you don't particularly enjoy the sticker editor, the livery editor, there are lots of other things that you can do. If you want to join an esports league and be involved in one of the most supportive communities, you can send me a message. You can put a comment under this saying, I fancy having a go at racing. We don't care if you win. We don't care if you're the fastest in the world or the worst. It's all about the community. It's all about supporting people around you and giving them some positivity so they can disconnect, just like I do making these. I wouldn't be doing this video right now if it wasn't for the people that have supported me and kind of got me to put my work out there. For Ride 3, Ride 4, I didn't really put my work out there. I just left it, shared it, moved on to the next one, and then a couple of people give me a nudge. You should share this out, and here I am with the YouTube. So there we go. This is the Dean McMaster Air Northern Ireland Limited racing Kawasaki. I'm a sucker for a gradient. The subtle gradients on the stripes down the side, on the front, look really cool to me. I carried that stripe to the back, if you can see, under the tail. Popped the Kawasaki, a little bit of a blue detail there. But overall, very happy with how this one turned out. Overlooked the amount of layers that main sponsor with the text did. I It was quite a difficult one. I've not really done like a rounded text like this for quite some time, so it did take maybe a bit more layers than I would have liked, but the overall result looks fantastic. Let's take a look at it out on track. I did quickly make some leathers to go with it. Went with the Ixon leathers, which are the same brand that he races in real life. I need to start using a couple more different leathers. I know that the editable space is much smaller, but as you can see on screen now, you can still make a pretty decent set of leathers, even with that small editable space that we get. So the overall set looks great. I love the colour scheme. Just a very nice and very clean bike. The red number plate at the front suggests this is probably the image I was working off anyway that I was sent, is probably the Superstock class. I think it would have been white with the black and white number for the super bike, but there you go. I took it for a spin round Ulster, took some screenshots. This was awesome as well, love it. So I've got more liveries to make. I'm sat watching Suzuka 8 Hours right now, so I'm probably going to make a Suzuka bike. I'm going to take a look and see which ones have been made and which ones haven't, and see if I can find one that nobody's done yet and stick that on the game. So I'll be back real soon with that one. Bye for now. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.